is that you can create your own economy. I remember when I first heard that, I'm like, what are you talking about? But how many of you can relate to living in the same household, and one of you is having the best economy of your life and the other's in a Great Depression? A lot of people can relate to that because you create your own economy. It doesn't matter what's going on outside of you. How do you create your own economy? One thing you do is you set the goal that is going to make you stretch and introduce you to a part of you didn't even know was there. Now really think about that. You have a concept of who you are. And if you set the right goal, you're going to do things you didn't even know you could do. If you set the goal so high, you're going to encounter obstacles, criticism, people saying, why are you wasting your time? Why is this? Because all the people in your life are in harmony with your paradigm up to this point. And then you've got your paradigm inside of you that wants you to stay exactly where you are. And so when we set goals, we typically set A-type goals. That's when you do what you already know how to do. If you bought a Chevrolet truck 4 years ago and now you want to buy a new Chevrolet truck because you already know how to do it, so where's the growth? There's absolutely no growth. Now, here's the trap, the B-type goal. This is what you think you can do. Now, when I was in the boardrooms with banks, and we would come to our planning for the year, we were in the B-type goal. They would be all excited about 5% growth for the next year. I mean, that is like basically doing what you did the last year. And that paradigm was so locked in that if you came up with a goal of 100% growth, what would happen? The regulators would come in and tell you had to change it. The regulators would not even approve your new branches or your bank merger because that was too big of growth. How many times have you heard that your goals should be realistic? If you're doing a B goal, you could say this is a realistic goal. Why? Because what you're doing is you're planning. Let's just say your goal is to go on a month's trip around the world and you need X dollars to do it. And so you start planning and you think of people that can cover for you when you're gone, and you start pulling money from this account and that account, and if this happens and if that works out perfectly and we put this together and that together, we can do that. And then the minute you go to start working on this, you start to encounter opposition. Your people in your life, this really isn't a good time for you to be leaving. I mean, your company's in a real growth mode. How could you leave? This could happen, that could happen. They start to criticize you for your decision. They're not supporting you, and you're running into obstacles, and you don't have any inspiration because you're not really excited about it because this isn't what you really want to do. And then what happens? You drop it. You got the little space for the A-type goal, you got the little space for the B-type goal, and all that space up there. Everything your heart desires, it's just waiting for you to grab it. And it's in a completely different field that you have no experience in, but you just love it. I mean, something just sets you on fire and you love it. And stay in that space of stretching. We all have to change if we want different results. We also have to start to embrace being really uncomfortable. Why is this? Because the paradigm is just screaming at you. You're so uncomfortable. Your paradigm just wants to hold you back. And so we naturally think, well, I want to feel better. I got to go back to what feels better. And so we don't stretch.